Hey Credit Warriors, Credit Shifter here, and today we are going to be looking at what might just be the world's most prestigious credit card. It comes from Dubai, land of 7-star hotels, indoor skiing, and heavily subsidized luxury airlines. It is none other than the Dubai FIrst Royale card.
Presenting Royale from Dubai FIrst, the only card of its kind in the world.
It's a black card, a gold card, and a diamond card all rolled into one. The left-hand side and top of the card is actual gold, and in the middle there is a 0.235 carat diamond inlaid into the card. The card is available to members of the royal family and select high net worth individuals. Dubai has 58,000 millionaires, but only a small fraction of them are considered wealthy enough for this card. This isn't like the Amex Centurion, where they kind of try to keep it hush-hush and don't include any details whatsoever on their website. The Royale card is right there for everyone to see on Dubai FIrst's website, enticing your curiosity and then leaving you in the dirt. Look at this. Desired by many but attainable by only a select few, the world of Royale card is tailored to the demanding lifestyle of the true... And that's all you get. If you want to read more, you have to become a card member. The Royale card is a MasterCard, and the annual fee is available only on request, which basically means that it's too expensive for people who use price as a determining factor in making purchase decisions. According to one source though, there is a one-time joining fee of just under $2,000 US. The interest rate is also available only on request, which probably means it's based on the customer's creditworthiness, but one source I found says that it's 2.95% per month, which puts it at about 36% per year. Pretty high by US standards, but actually 2.9% per month, that's how they work it out per month over there in Dubai, is a little bit lower than the other consumer credit cards that are open to everyone on Dubai FIrst's website. The card, like the Amex Centurion, has no preset spending limit. So what are the perks of this card? Does it let you earn points? Are there airline transfer partners? Do you get lounge access? Well, the answer is actually no. The chief executive of Dubai FIrst said in an interview with The National, "What do these clients require? What are their needs? It's not money, it's service. You ask for the moon and we try to get it." Basically, they are targeting such high net worth individuals with this card that they can already easily fly first class, charter a private jet, or perhaps even own their own plane. So they really don't care about that side of things. So actually there are no specific benefits with this card. Instead, the focus is on service and particularly on the concierge. The National article has some examples of what the Royal Card Concierge can do. They can get you tickets to the Oscars, for example. There was also a story about an actual card member who wanted to drive the latest Porsche, so the concierge arranged for him to be flown to Germany to take a test drive. Another aspect of this Dubai FIrst card is that every charge must go through. The head of marketing at Dubai FIrst said whatever he or she wants to swipe it on, the transaction must go through. If the client likes a yacht on holiday, he or she should be able to buy it. I guess when you're at that level of wealth, you wouldn't be limited by credit limit because there isn't one. Instead, you'd just be limited by finding merchants that are willing to accept credit cards for things like $10 million yachts or $100 million aircraft. On a $100 million purchase, you'd be dealing with like $1 or $2 million in processing fees. And so how many people have this card? Well, the number of card members is actually not publicly known, but when asked, Dubai FIrst's head of marketing said that there are a few hundred members. Guys, I'll put the article from The National below if you guys want to read it. There's not that much other information on this card apart from that article, and a lot of the other articles and blog posts on it simply just copied that article. So if you want to check that out, I'll put that below. What do I think about this card? Well, you know, for me, I'm in sort of the credit cards, points and miles game. I'm enjoying collecting points to fly first class, business class, going 5-star luxury hotels, etc. And the points and miles credit card game is really a game of the middle classes. You know, the lower levels of income don't really have enough spending to be able to collect large numbers of points. Maybe they can get sign-up bonuses, but other than that, it's hard for them to get large numbers of points. And higher income people just don't care about it because they got so much money that they can just pay for first class with money, you know? And that's kind of like why this card doesn't collect points or have any lounge access or whatever. You think about it, you know, if you buy first class airline tickets with money, you're going to very quickly move up the status ladder and get to, you know, like gold status or platinum or whatever with whatever airline, and you're going to have, you know, access to Star Alliance lounges or One World lounges. Meanwhile, you know, middle class credit shipper who is sitting here with the British Airways bronze card doesn't even get you into lounges. I got to move up one level to silver before that. So, you know, people in the middle class care a lot about these kind of things because they have a lot of, you know, they have enough spending to be able to collect a lot of points, but they're not quite rich enough to be able to like buy first class or business class often. Maybe occasionally, like once every couple of years or something for a special occasion, but not like every time you fly, okay? Whereas these rich people, literally, they could spend tens of thousands of dollars on an airplane ticket, Emirates, first class, you name it, and it really doesn't make a dent in their finances at all. So it's very logical. I can totally see the business plan that they don't care. But these high net worth individuals do care about having the most luxurious, incredible experiences, right? And also there's a certain probably competition in that they want to keep up with other well-known you know, families or individuals who do go and attend the Oscars or get into events that might be hard to get tickets for otherwise, you know, because like we said, you know, once you're at that level of wealth, you're limited not by price, but maybe by availability, you know, like what if the Oscars is sold out? Well, you know, you can't just keep throwing money at the Academy saying, hey, you know, I'll give you $50,000 for a ticket. And we're like, well, yeah, we'd like to sell you one, but it's sold out, you know? So it would be very useful to have a concierge who reserves several tickets for certain events. And, you know, if their card members want to go to them, they can get you in. So I can totally see the business plan and how it works. It's a little bit hard to imagine when you're not at that level. But I think I can kind of think about it. And also, if you think about it, and I've mentioned this before, we talk about collecting points and miles, which are essentially a currency, okay? And what else is a currency? Well, the US dollar or the United Arab Emirates, I believe it's called the dirham, their currency. Could be wrong. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. If you're in the UAE, you can leave a comment how to pronounce it correctly. But anyway, you know, that's a currency. And instead of, you know, these rich people, instead of just devising ways of using credit cards and maximizing their spending to collect more points, they just figured out how to run a business and collect money, you know, or perhaps they are very lucky and inherited the money, but a lot of them, it's going to come from a business. And once you're collecting a more useful currency, cash, you don't need points and miles, do you? Let's also talk a little bit about the design of the card, because personally I actually kind of prefer the Amex Centurion. I think it's a little bit more subtle, you know. This could just come from a difference in culture though between the US and Europe and Dubai, because, you know, in the US, very, very wealthy people are often a lot more subtle. You know, you look at someone like Steve Jobs, you know, he used to wear the same clothes every day, a pair of jeans and a black turtleneck, you know, when he was around. And you look at other billionaires, I mean, Warren Buffett, right? The guy's a billionaire. He's lived in the same house for like 50 years or however long, no, not quite 50 years, and it's worth only $600,000 at the moment, his house. He's a billionaire. You'd assume he'd be in some like $50 million mansion or something, but he's not. So people in the West who have huge amounts of wealth are a little bit more understated. So I don't think they would really appreciate, you know, gold and diamonds on your actual credit card, you know. I think it looks a little bit too flash. But if you look at a lot of stuff in Dubai, a lot of that wealth, it's a lot more bling bling. I mean, they have gold vending machines, for example, where you can just buy bars of gold like at a vending machine. What's even the point of that, you know? And, you know, you look at Emirates first class, it's very, very flashy, very kind of bling bling. So I can see why they've made the card like this, but personally I think the Amex Centurion card is a lot more classy for people in the West, at least, you know, but I guess that's down to sort of a difference in culture. So guys, please leave your comments below. What do you think about this card? Do you think this offering makes sense? Try to put yourself in the mind of a, you know, multi-millionaire, billionaire, you know, prince in Dubai or whatever, and, you know, what would be important to you at that level of wealth. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. As always, please subscribe for more credit card videos almost every day. Our site for our wallets is now up and running again, so you guys can, if you want to buy a wallet, we have, you know, the Traveler, the minimalist and the RFID blocking card cases, available in all the regular colors. You can go on there, check it out, use the system, and make purchases now. The site is still a little bit basic looking, sorry about that, but yeah, you guys can go and check it out. Link is in the description. All major credit cards accepted. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.